The different visitors want different levels, from, you know, tiptoeing to sort of full immersion. But at every stage, you get the opportunity to add value to the visitor experience, and at the same time also increase the willingness to pay in your customers. So who isn't fully invested when you've listened to the personal stories of a winemaker, touched the soul, tasted the grapes, and tasted a barrel sample, and then of course tasted the finished wine, and then, you know, cuddled Rusty, the winery dog. The bottle of wine itself is still the same. Certainly the emotional connection that you have created with the brand has totally changed the way you're going to look at that wine and how you're going to consume it into the future. So think about it this way. When I buy a fresh lobster, I'd be buying, well, probably an expensive commodity. When I buy a lobster dinner at a beach, I'm buying a service. And that service is intangible, and hopefully will also be customized to my liking. When I learn how to cook a lobster to perfection, and a local teaches me the proper way to crack it open, it becomes an experience. When I then get to eat my own sort of lobster creation with my friends, it becomes a lasting memory. It is really personal to me and something that I will remember and cherish for a very, very long time. So think about it this way. At every step, you can enhance that visitor experience, and it provides you with an opportunity to set yourselves apart from your competitors. You can basically be designing around those 4 key factors: experiential, emotional, physical, and service at all times within your individual sort of experience. From the example that we just looked at, dictated by emotion, and 85% of consumer purchases are driven by emotional attachment. So make sure that you incorporate sensory experiences, provoking emotions as part of your experience design, and ensure that you touch on all the 5 senses continuously throughout the experience. Make your guests feel like locals, make them feel as active participants in the local way of life, and treat them like an old friend. You may also provide them with a backstage pass, provide unique insights, something that is exclusive, maybe something that is once in a lifetime experience for your customers, and also gives them some bragging rights. When it comes to expectations, I always say under promise, over deliver, and surprises can really help deliver on that. Make sure that your experience stands out. It's unique, it's world-class, and only available at your place, and that no one does it better. And the way you achieve that is really through delivering hospitality excellence to every guest and every time. With every guest as if they were the last one to come into your business. Where possible, also try to incorporate some humor, educational components, and in the way you basically showcase the experience, you can also incorporate some games and, of course, hands-on activities. In everything that you do, I'd recommend always be authentic and genuine and not overly commercialized. Share your inspirational and personal stories about the history of the place, about local characters, flora, fauna, nature, geography, history, art and culture, you name it, or incorporate all of those stories into your experience, really depending on the length of the experience. And one last thing I'd recommend, always make sure that you connect to South Australia's brand pillars: accessible provenance, immersive nature experiences, wildlife encounters in the wild, open spaces, relaxed pace, and unique culture and history, including Indigenous experiences. When you're looking at developing a new experience, think about how you can incorporate some of the key highlights in your destinations, but also unleash those local hotspots, hidden gems, people's characters, and local secrets in your destinations that you might actually be the only one to know. Also look at what is currently in the market, where is possibly a critical gap that you could fill with your experience. Always make sure that you include something for the customers where they feel they can immerse themselves into the local life, the lifestyle, culture and history of the people. And of course, not just design an experience for a customer, but actually for a guest. That has been a recipe of success for one of the most beloved tourism and hospitality brands in the world.